everybody. After taking this power breakfast, my PowerPoint presentation is scrapped, so pen drive is not working, so sorry for the same. I will go through the slides. Before starting the lecture, before starting the talk, I would like to say, I think one of the Honorable Vice Chancellor in the morning said that it is difficult to have a second term as a Vice Chancellor, but we are lucky in Gujarat that Gujarat Technological University, Dr. Akshay Agrawal, it's his second term given by the government of Gujarat. So we are lucky enough for the same that doing very nicely, giving some glimpses or some highlight points. This is the largest this is the university filing or ready for the filing for the largest patent in the country. Not a single technical university has filed so much number of patents, and it is the first initiation taken by Gujarat Technological University. We have total this foolproof examination, examination system, e-assessment, as well as the industry-institute interaction. We had a Shodh Yatra. During that Shodh Yatra, the students are taking the problems of the industries and they are giving the solutions to the industry. And this they are taking as industry-defined projects or user-defined defined UDP. So these are some of the initiations taken by Gujarat Technological University. Now starting to the same, a very nice quote. It is said, if a student or a child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. So we should, as a teacher, I think all the Vice Chancellors are sitting here, but as a teacher, we should change the way what the students or how they can learn it. It's a simple pedagogy, it's the art of science and how something is taught and how the students learn it. What is the role of technology? It is a link to the new knowledge, resources and high order thinking skills have entered the classroom and the institutions. Worldwide, colleges' access to the technology is increasing steadily. And though we are using the new technology, but this technology now it has become a traditional. So nothing new what we are doing at present. Just it's a traditional. So for a deep change in educational pedagogy, would appear to involve a novel model that supports the model-based reasoning, and second, an innovative learning cycle model that integrates the effect. A simple, just taking a little bit of breaking. Can you have your pen and paper? It's a hardly 60-second small game. Just how innovations takes place and how innovatively can be done. Please take your pen and paper. Yeah, you assume any number between 2 to 9. You assume any number between 2 to 9. You multiply that your assumed number by 9. If it is 3, then 3 multiplied by 9. The summation of your 2-digit answer. Right? Always 9. Yeah, always there. Yeah. No. Just you think. Minus 5. Minus 5. Right? What the answer is, link with the alphabet. For example, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5. Right? Now assume any country. I'm giving 5 seconds. Assume any country of that alphabet. Assume any country of that alphabet. Right? The second alphabet of that assumed country. Assume any animal. You got the point? The second alphabet of your assumed country. Assume any animal. Clear? If I am not wrong, the majority answer is Denmark elephant. Yes? So nothing innovatively you have done. It's the same common what we are using. The answer is Denmark elephant. Right? I think it's 80% answer is Denmark elephant. Yeah, am I right there? So I am a magician. I am a magician. The thing is, you should do something innovative. This is all the core thing or the traditional thing what we are, you should think a little beyond the same. As a teacher, you should think a little beyond same. This is a small breaking games. This type of game should be included in your teaching schedule or your teaching module. It was a small example. The old jigsaw method, it should be avoided. That is only the one-way communication. It should be avoided. The limitations are a simple chalk and talk plus LCD. It should be avoided. Again, as mentioned, the virtual classroom or the smart boards are available nowadays. So you can bring your whole site work into the classroom. A small example, if being a civil engineer, if I want to cast a slab, and if I am not knowing that how the steel bars are laid, it's useless to become a civil engineer. Two types of bars are there. One is main steel bar, another is distribution steel bar. So if I want to explain the same, that how the main steel bars are laid, you have a pen in your pocket, simply take a pen. Say if it's a cantilever part, that is the overhanging part. If you press it, it's fixed on this hand. If you press it little bit or give a load, your bending will be the upper side. So keep your upper side main steel bar which distribute the load. And if it's fixed on both the part, you give the load, it bends downward, so keep your main steel bar at the downward. These are the simple techniques which you can use while teaching to the classroom to create the interest of the students. And then start asking the questions. It's very simple and it's a long life. Now also, being a non-technical, you may remember that while casting a slab, no main steel bar in both the fixed point should be at the bottom, because the bending part takes place at the bottom. And if it's an overhanging part fixed at the one point, if you give a load, it bends upward, so main steel bar goes to the upward part. So these are some of the small techniques that you can use to create your interest. I hear and I forget. Now it is tell me and I will forget. I see and I believe. Show me and I may remember. I do and I understand. The student says involve me, I will understand. So these are some of the codes. Plus we should also have emotion axis, that is your facial expression, your body, your gesture, using the multimedia learning process. And lastly, 2 points. One, using the mind map. Ask the students to use their mind map, and instead of having A to Z technology, use Z to A technology. First, try to explain instead of your content, your theory part, go to the practical part, and then involve the whole practical into the theory. It will be the much more remembering part for the students. So use Z to A approach. And lastly, a very small quote. Again it is said, why there is no word in English for the art of learning? Why there is no word in English for the art of learning? Pedagogy means the art of teaching. What is missing is the parallel word for learning. So again, instead of teaching, pedagogy, there should be a word for even for learning also. Thank you.